Oh, well, there you go, you know. Hey, I'm John Thelen. I'm fishing with my buddy Nate Altendorf today. We just got done filming a Destination Fish TV show. Giant crappie, isn't it? Yeah. Or it's a good one anyway. We just got done filming a TV show, and I want to tell you a little bit. Oh, I thought he was bigger than that, but he's a good eater-sized fish any day of the week. Let me tell you a little bit about what we're doing though and how we're doing this, because the fun and easy part is what we've been doing now. And that is just catching them. I mean, we're to a point now where we know exactly where they're at and we're just catching them. But let me tell you how we found them, because that's the trick. We found them using side imaging, but something's a little bit different now. In the old days, we would have to use a side imaging transducer that's on the back of the boat. And I still have one of those and it does a great job for me. But let me tell you something that I think is super cool. Built into my Ulterra now is a down imaging and side imaging transducer. So when I'm cruising along and looking for fish, I'm fishing out here in the back of the boat. I've got a transducer looking down off that Ulterra right now in side imaging and or down imaging, and I see the fish on this screen because I'm networked. So I can either look at it from the graph up in the front, if I'm sitting up in the front looking at my Helix 7, or my Helix 12 back here at the dashboard, I can run off of that transducer. So we are literally able to say with definitive, for sure knowledge that there's a fish, we just went over them right now, and any second our baits are gonna go through them. So ultimately, because we've got that built-in down imaging and side imaging transducer, I can look to the sides and I can see those fish, or I can look straight down and see those fish before my line ever gets to them, and I can know exactly what depth I need to be at. Last thing I'll tell you, when you're looking at side imaging and how does it work and what makes it so important for crappies, when you're driving over schools of suspended crappies, a lot of times what happens is if you're driving along with that big motor, you're gonna spook them. So you really wanna go slow. But I also wanna see them before there's any chance that that front trolling motor can make them scatter. And you're gonna see them when you're running along with that Ulterra in the water, looking inside imaging, because you can stay out away from where you think they are a little bit, and you can look both sides, but you can pick a side and you can say, hey, I'm really gonna focus on looking in at a certain depth. And man, I'll tell you what, is just deadly. That's one of the neatest things I've seen him do in a long, long time, was making this built-in transducer do what it does on my Minn Kota Ulterra. I've got side imaging and down imaging. It's just awesome.